Imagine driving alone at midnight, your only company the sound of your engine and the darkness stretching endlessly around you. Now, imagine that on this lonely road, you see someone, a stranger, standing in the fog, beckoning you to stop. Would you help them, or would you just keep driving? This is the story of Jack, a trucker who made the choice, and it's a choice he'll regret for the rest of his life. Jack was just a regular guy doing his job, but on this night, everything felt off. The air was colder, the road darker. He'd been feeling uneasy since he took that narrow road, a path he swore he'd never seen before on this route. Out of nowhere, he spotted a figure on the roadside, a woman in white, barely visible through the fog. Now, Jack wasn't the type to believe in ghost stories. He'd laugh them off, tell himself ghosts were just tales for campfires. But something about this woman, the way she looked at him, sent a chill down his spine. He rolled down his window asking, "Are you lost?" She looked back with empty, haunting eyes and whispered, "Can you give me a ride?" Jack's mind screamed no, but his heart, maybe it was the empathy, the instinct to help. He nodded and gestured for her to come inside. Jack couldn't shake his nerves. He tried talking to her, asking where she needed to go, hoping for a sign of normalcy. But she only lifted her arm, pointing straight ahead. He noticed her hand was ice cold, as if she'd been standing out in the frost all night. His gut twisted, but he kept driving, too unsettled to turn back. The road grew darker with each mile, the fog thicker. Jack's eyes darted between the road and the mirror where he could see her face, a twisted smile slowly spreading across it. She leaned toward him, her voice barely a whisper, "You shouldn't have taken this road." The woman vanished. Jack slammed on the brakes, heart racing, sweat beading on his forehead. The road, the truck, everything seemed wrong. He checked his GPS. It showed he was still moving, but he wasn't sure where. He desperately tried to turn the truck around, his hands shaking. He knew he had to get out of there before dawn, as if something terrible awaited him if he stayed any longer. As the first light broke, he found himself back on the main highway, alone. For years, Jack told himself it was a nightmare, but he knew the truth. That lonely road, the woman's haunting gaze, it was real. And that's why he warns others. If you're ever on a lonely road at midnight, don't let empathy cloud your instinct. Some paths are meant to be left alone. Thank you for joining us for this story. If you felt that chill, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Because out there on those dark, empty roads, sometimes reality is scarier than fiction.